Hi guys, it's Molly with Soul School Tarot and Astrology. Thank you so much for being here today. Please take a moment while you're here to like the video. Leave me a comment after you've seen what you needed to see. If you'd like, everything is time-stamped below. I've also got some information below on how to book a personal reading with me. And yeah, I'm really excited about all of that. Thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you for your views, your likes, your shares, your subscribes, everything that you do to help support the Soul School mission. It is much appreciated. And as always, there is a link below for donations if you feel so inclined. All right. So, this is my third attempt at this video, and you guys, I think I just have to send back my webcam. I really like it, but it keeps glitching and goofing up the videos that I made. So I made this whole video yesterday with the astro forecast and the tarot reading, and fortunately the whole all 12 signs plus the collective tarot reading ended up okay, but the video is super glitched out on my astro forecast. So it was probably a sign that it was a little too long. So I'm going to go ahead and try to keep it short and sweet. But the reason I'm talking to you guys today, the occasion, is the onset of Capricorn season. Capricorn season. Yeah, it's already here. Sorry, guys. Okay, don't shoot the messenger. Okay, I ran into a friend of mine recently, and she was like, "Oh, I loved all your videos, everything you said about Scorpio season. I can't wait for the video about Sagittarius season." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I feel really bad. I don't even want to tell her that we don't really get much of one." Jupiter's been in Sagittarius all year. Okay, we definitely had some. Venus has already made her run through Sagittarius. She's in Capricorn now. Okay. Mercury moves into Sagittarius on the 9th. But then, why didn't I write it down? On the 20th or 21st? It doesn't say. The sun moves into Capricorn as well. Okay. Jupiter's moving into Capricorn. It is ending its reign in Sagittarius. Long live Jupiter in Sagittarius. But it's moving into Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn. Saturn and Jupiter are both what I like to call the karmic planets, but they are very, very, very different energies. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. Everything, like I said, if you want to skip ahead from the astro forecast, all the timestamps are below. I do earth, air, fire, and then water, okay, in the tarot readings. And the question that I'm asking there is, what is it that we're building this Capricorn season, and what do you need in order to build that? Okay. That's what Capricorn energy is all about. Okay. It's cardinal earth. Cardinals get things started, and earths are very grounded and practical. Okay. Come sit with me, baby. We got Freddie here. Okay. Just have a seat. And so it's this but Capricorn's a very serious energy. And the whole mood I get surrounding Capricorn season is literally winter is coming from Game of Thrones, okay? But it's not like we're going to talk about it for 6 seasons first. But no, like winter's coming, okay? What is it that you're building? How are you going to be the ant and not the grasshopper, okay? So this is the fable that came to mind yesterday. I was doing the intro, and I actually had to Google it because I couldn't remember who was the one that was actually prepared when winter came. Was it the ant or the grasshopper? It was the ant, okay? You want to be the ant. You don't want to be the grasshopper, okay? Because what happens is the grasshopper was messing around, not getting ready for winter, and then winter came along, and he had to go knock on the grasshopper's door and be like, "Yeah, I know he was kind of a jerk, but can you help our brother out?" Okay. What is winter though? All right, it's obviously the season winter, but at the same time, the winter is a season of maturation. Okay, of growing, all right, of building, okay? You got to build. You got to be prepared. You got to gather the things. You got to make your plans. You got to start moving forward, okay, on whatever is the next phase of your life. Because we went through Scorpio season, shook free a lot of karmic lessons, okay? All of 2019 has been freeing us of old karmic cycles, and now we've got new ones to begin. So where do you want to go? How much do you want to be in control of your future? Okay. Be the ant, not the grasshopper. All right. So, yeah, that's the sad news. It's just Scorpio season was extra long. Capricorn season is starting a little early. So we're not getting a whole lot of Sagittarius season. We do have a Gemini full moon coming up on the 12th. And that actually is kind of like sandwiched between two pretty heavy conjunctions that Venus is going to have. First was Saturn in Capricorn. So it's going to be, we're going to be looking at restrictions or becoming aware of any way in which we are restricted or limited when it comes to love or what we value, okay? Or money, when it comes to earning money even, okay? Then it's going to be up with Pluto on the 13th. So it's going to conjunct Saturn on the 11th and then Pluto on the 13th. And that's going to be about any subconscious patterns that need to be broken free from when it comes to the same Venus area, okay, of your life, love and money, etc., etc. All right. So, it's going to be a pretty heavy month, you guys. Pluto and Capricorn are going to meet up. I'm sorry, Pluto and Saturn are going to meet up in Capricorn in January, and we're already starting to feel the effects of that because they're already pretty close, okay? It's just going to be exact in January. So all of December, January, and February, we're going to feel some pretty heavy planetary energies. You might want to look at where Capricorn is in your natal chart to see what area of your life those are going to be manifesting in, okay? Mine's all about money and possessions, so hopefully I'm going to be building some foundations along those lines. Let's see. Okay. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about the difference between Jupiter energy and Capricorn energy. Well, Jupiter and Sagittarius versus Saturn and Capricorn. Okay. So, there are some people who refer to Jupiter as representing God, whereas Saturn represents the devil, and I'm going to argue with that. Okay. I think a better way of stating it is that Jupiter is much like the God of the New Testament, and Saturn is much like the God of the Old Testament. They both want to bring us blessings, but Saturn really wants to make us work for it. Jupiter wants us to have faith, wants us to love our fellow man, wants us to know that we were made in his image. Okay? But Saturn is all about faith. It's about spirituality. Whereas Saturn is more about restrictions and limitations. Okay? So y'all, if you've read the Hebrew Bible, you guys, it's super full of rules. But also, deals that are worked out over very, very, very long periods of time. Okay? Moses leads his people out of slavery. Does he get to see the promised land? No. Don't you dare. Thanks, babe. He does not, okay? Abraham never gets to see it, okay? A lot of people who contributed to the liberation, the foundation, the shaping of the Hebrew people did not get to see the promised land, okay? So it's a lot about sacrifice, about limitations, about having to put in the work, okay? It's not just about, hey, Abraham, do you believe in me? It's like, hey, Abraham, will you maybe go sacrifice your child? Okay, just kidding. I was just testing you, okay? So Saturn's going to test you, okay? Jupiter wants to bless you, and Saturn wants to test you, all right? Saturn is the energy that's going to make you work for it. Jupiter is an energy. It's just a very different kind of energy, okay? It has to do more with faith. All right. Even the great commandment, Jesus said to his disciples, hey, go out and talk to all the people in the world. Okay. The covenant, the old covenant of the Old Testament, that wasn't open to everybody. That was open to very specific people, the chosen people. Okay. So you see that these are two very, very, very different deities. That's always been my biggest critique of Christianity, is that it attempts to reconcile two very, very, very different deities. All right. One of them is much more of a Saturn energy, and the other is much more of a Jupiter energy, okay? So we're moving away from Jupiter being in his own zone, and we're moving to where both of our karmic planets, Jupiter and Saturn, are in the realm of Saturn, which wants to make you work for it, okay? It's going to test you. It wants to, come on, baby, I'm going to let you down. It wants you to build foundations now that may not be seen for generations. All right. So two very, very, very different energies, but this Capricorn energy is what we're moving into. Okay. It's whatever this winter is, whatever it signifies to you. It's a time when you're going to have to work for it, whatever it is that you're going after. Okay. There's going to be some restrictions, some limitations, but it's all going to pay off in the end. Okay. Winter's coming. Be prepared. Okay. Here's your tarot card reading. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I appreciate and love you all.